We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. Oh, some strong running. Still going. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. Israel Abanikanda with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Commanders 7, Cowboys nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one swung out to Vaughn. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Cowboys now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now they go play action with Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held him, they might go for it again.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You talk about this Washington defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Play action now. Prescott. It's hauled in by Grant. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Cooks motions to the left. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. That'll be dumped off to Vaughn, complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackle.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action. Howell. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll find Vaughn complete out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 121 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 1st down, Howell. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. These two teams met in our nation's capital earlier this season with the Commanders picking up the win at FedEx Field. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Here's 2nd and 10. And Howell will throw it. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. That one complete out to Dotson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On the pickup. It's second and inches at the 6-yard line.
On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Israel Abanikanda with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Second down throw for Howell. Throw left side to Kincaid. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
This old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. To about the 48-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On third down, it's Prescott. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. First down, Howell to throw. He's got a man, complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. One last shot before the break. Howell. He'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Gallup goes in motion. Prescott from the gun on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
To the air again, Prescott. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin, and the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing here, Howell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Abanikanda. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That one downfield for Dotson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Howell down to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Faking the handoff, Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Abanikanda once again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
47.
Prescott now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Gallup goes in motion. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throwing, Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The give now to Abanikanda. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 165 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Howell loses it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. The big fella. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practiced that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help them along the way.
And now set up here, terrific field position. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, a run with Vaughn. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deuce Vaughn, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it 24-13. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Now they go play action with Howell. That one downfield for Dotson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They start the drive with Vaughn. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
47.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 82 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Good.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Dak. He gets it to Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, they had a good chance to get off the field defensively there. If they could just wrap up, it's going to be a 4th down. But instead, they can't get him on the deck, and he allows them to pick up the first down.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he gets it down to the 32.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
Kill. 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Here's Dak. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And the Cowboys have recovered. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. A couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time